Alrighty guys, so it is 4:30, still overcast, rain still in the forecast. The fridge cycled for about 15 minutes solid, which is its usual time. But we're down to just under 12 volts on the battery, or batteries I should say, which is not a good thing. So the stress test has told me that off-grid living with this fridge, not so much a good idea unless I put a timer on, and I've heard a lot of people do that, put a timer on their fridge and deep freeze. So I think that's a good idea. Like come on, like or give it power every 2 hours or an hour or something like that. But for today, guys, I'm gonna shut the inverter off, and hopefully we don't have a meltdown in the fridge. It's just the way it is. So I'll be drinking ice water tonight, it looks like. And I do have some food in there, so that'll be my dinner. But yeah, I'm gonna have to shut the inverter off, let the battery recover while we still have some daylight. Cause normally the sun, we lose sun in this time of year about, I'm gonna say 8:39ish. So I still got a little bit of time to make up. We're bringing in about 2 point something amps as we speak. But for me to have entertainment for the rest of the night, which is kind of important so you don't go stir crazy, I'm just going to shut the inverter off and hope the fridge holds its cold as long as possible. Now what I can do, which may be the option, is transfer all my stuff out of the fridge into the cooler and problem solved for the night. So I may just do that. So I will be back once that's done. Alrighty guys, if you can hear that, it is raining yet again. Inverter is shut down, as you can see. I transferred everything out of the fridge into my 7-day cooler. The only thing left in here is a little jar of baking soda. No big deal. I'll give you an update on power situation. I may be SOL tonight on power unless the rain quits and I get a little bit of an hour or two worth of sunshine to bring in some amps to top off my battery. Because boy oh boy, we're cutting it close. I'm actually watching the end of a series here, which is nice. And then I may shut down the TV and entertainment for now, and just whip the radio on and hopefully scoop up some more daylight hours. Hopefully. Fire's still rip-roaring. I got it damped down to half on both. And pretty much sweet. Rain means more water collection gonna happen, which is nice. But talk about a crappy day, guys. It's just one of those days where you just want to roll over in bed and that's it, you're done. Yeah, so torrential downpours again. Well, I'll finish this show and get back to you guys. So I'm gonna have to conserve some power, it looks like, today. Lots of rain though, lots of free water. Alrighty guys, we got a little update for you. 5:30 at night. 78 degrees in here, or 24.9 Celsius. I'm not going to add any more wood to the fire because that's just the way it is. She's still kicking out the heat here. It rained a little bit more. Let's see what we got, what our height is. Oh yeah. Doing well on the water collecting front. Now, the disappointing part about this test is the weather, something we can't control. And that's all part of being off the grid. So I'm going to talk to you guys for a little bit. And I'm probably going to look red or orange. So what I did was I shut all my loads off completely to the off-grid tiny house to let my batteries recharge and recharge enough to get me through the night tonight. So that's there it is. Now, unfortunately, I wouldn't have to do that if we had decent weather. But this is, like I said, a stress test on my system with real world loads, like most people would have some type of fridge in their tiny house. Windy. Bless me. Blah. Now, it sucks. I know. But I transferred all the stuff from the fridge into the cooler. Hopefully all goes well with that. And now I get to sit here, talk to you guys on camera till, you know, I'm happy with the battery voltage. And we go from there. So, you can hear how noisy it is in the tiny house. If it's not the wind, then it's the rain. And if it's not the rain, it's the wind turbine going. And on and on and on. Now, the reason I want you guys out there to investigate using a wind turbine to power up a lithium iron phosphate battery is because that would be ideal. I'm actually trying to get away from my systems down in the bathroom / utility room area, if you've noticed, and I would love to take the wind turbine power and shoot it into this set of batteries, the lithium iron phosphate batteries, because they take care of basically everything in the tiny house now. So I'm gonna have to investigate that, and I'm also gonna have to investigate if I want to do this and do it proper. Do I gotta save up and get a 12-volt fridge of some kind, or spend the money on more batteries? It's just one of these things, guys, to consider. Super, super noisy outside. Wind turbines going crazy too. So like I said, crappy weather, crappy day, and unfortunately that's the way it happened. But this is the day I chose to do this. And I needed to come back here anyway today to, you know, make sure that the fridge was okay and it didn't bring my system down too badly. So it survived an overnight period where it had full sun during the day, and at night I don't think it ran very much because I was not in here and I didn't have any heat on in here. But as soon as I got here and added the heat factor, guys, obviously your fridge is going to cycle more. So you got to consider that, and then you got to consider maybe putting the fridge in a cold area of your tiny house. Build like a little outdoor root cellar unit or something where you have access easily, because you still want to have, you don't want to go outside in the winter or something to get something out of the fridge, and you know, it's, you know, you gotta work around everything, right? So here's the thing. If my battery levels don't improve tonight, but before it gets dark, then I am going to bail on my plans and just head back home. I really don't want to do that whatsoever, because, you know, it's just not, it's not right. But this was kind of a pain in the ass type of thing, where I wasn't expecting crap weather today. Well, it really didn't matter to me though. I just had to be back today because this is the day I brought the fridge. Well, yesterday was the day I brought the fridge over. It was awesome yesterday. Had full sun. Weather was great. 60s all day. High 60s. And fridge was running like a top. And then today, crap all day. And like I said, this is the issues you get. Now, I'm not a big meat eater, so anything let's say you didn't have a cooler or someplace to put your food, you would be SOL. Especially meat eaters, like, they gotta have a nice deep freeze, and you can get a nice 12 volt deep freeze online. And that's always an option, instead of running compressors on an inverter. I'm going to check my power level right now while we sit here in the dark. Yeah, 11.66 and 87 amp, or 0.84 amps going in, just not quite at 1 amp. Oh boy. The battery has a long way to go, guys. It's got to get to 13 volts at least. But when it does, and if it does, I can stay here and run the setup all night. No big deal. Now, I'm going to have a lot of people in the comments saying, well, Rob, why don't you just stay over without the entertainment factor and stuff? Well, yeah, you're right, but, you know, that's part of the fun of living off the grid, is you don't have any bills, you get all the same comforts as home, pretty much. And, you know, when you cut that out, it makes things a little difficult. So, we'll see what happens. I'm kind of disappointed in the situation. And I can't bring the fridge home with me tonight, or the rest of the stuff. Good. Makes for a real pain in the ass type of situation. Okay? Yeah, it's a real pain in the ass situation. But, bonus, I got more water. I was able to do the stress test and see real world on the fridge, which was sweet. And learning, always learning. So, guys, in the comments below, if you could help me out, invest in a 12-volt refrigerator, or use that money and increase the batteries on the battery bank. Yeah, let me know in the comments below, guys. That'd be awesome if you could help me out.